Hello again, hello again, hello again. This is your girl, Wilma Young, aka Foxy Wilma, coming to you with another video. And today's topic is gonna be being misgendered. Why? The Family Edition, Part 2. Weeks ago, I made a video about being misgendered. Why? And that's part 1. But, after I made that video, I felt like, there's a part 2 to being misgendered too. And I have to talk about the family edition. So, with that being said, to any family members, if I'm not talking about you, don't get your panties in a bunch. Don't get your panties in a bunch, because all I'm doing with this video is stating facts to help my trans sisters and my trans brothers out there and everything. I'm telling them my experiences with being misgendered by family. And if I ain't talking about you, like I just said, don't get upset if I ain't talking about you, because I'm just stating facts. So where do I start? There's so many, stories and experiences that I can share with my fellow followers and the new people who, come onto my my channel, my social media and everything. Well, hopefully with me sharing my experiences or whatever, it helps you in some way or some fashion. Or, you just get something out of it and everything. Well, let me start with like the current dilemma that happened and everything. Okay, this is a couple of weeks ago. I was out performing at Transcend Charlotte's Gender Fusion variety show. And excuse me, got something on the phone, little speck. Well, anyway, getting back on subject. So I was, doing a performance out there. And luckily I was able to have my sister Ashley come out there and show some support for me and record my performance and everything. Well, anyway, she had gotten a text from one of our other siblings, not naming names, but not naming names or whatever. Well, anyway, this is what happened. So I'm sitting there and I'm just, watching the former acts and everything. And next thing I know, she shows me a text message and I read it and I'm being misgendered by one of my siblings because they are upset with me. Because apparently, I was supposed to be lying about something, but I didn't lie about anything, whatever. I'm just like, why do we have to resort to being misgendering me or whatever and type of thing. So I was like, that's preposterous. That's preposterous. Oh my God. Every time I do a video, I always got something coming out my mouth and everything. Yeah. Well, anyway, basically the text message was like, he said this, he said that, him this, he that, him this, he that. And I read this mess and I was like, nothing new. So basically what I'm saying with this story is when certain family members, get mad at you or whatever, and they supposed to be respecting your identity and everything, but when they get mad at you, they resort to saying he or Mr. or Sir or whichever one they want to use or whatever, just to get under your skin. We know what they really saying. What they really saying is they don't respect your identity or whatever, because they wouldn't do that. I mean, they wouldn't do that if they respected you, because even if they got mad or whatever, they would still use the proper pronouns and everything. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, so that happened a couple of weeks ago and everything. But let me go back in the Wayback Machine. Okay, so currently, right now in my situation, I'm staying with family members that, just can't accept my identity and everything. And, they just don't want to let go of him. That's another thing you have to deal with. Certain family members who don't want to let go of that image of you before. They just can't let it go for whatever reason and everything. And then they want to hold on to the crutch of using religion of why they can't respect who you are. But you respect them and everything. It's like this. When you're different when you're different from the so-called norm or whatever, certain people think they got the right to tell you what to do. And this comes from your own family and everything. They think they got the right to tell you how to do you and everything, when you the one who have the answers on how to do you and stuff. So for like, another example. Okay, so I'm sitting there saying like, when I'm talking to people, to my close friends or whatever, I'm gonna make a phone call, whatever, I'm like saying she or, girl or whatever, describe myself and everything. But then when I, get off phone, whatever, the family members that I happen to be around, whatever, they say he, how was your day, and then use that male name and everything, just to like, just to say to me like, well, we're not letting you get away with it and everything. Like, we know who you really are type of mess and everything. So I'm like this. I'm a mentally strong person. Mentally. I've gotten to that point where, I don't let the BS that certain family members say to me get under my skin and everything. Because I know in my mind where I put that mess and everything. All that does is like, okay, it motivates me to go on with the shit that I'm going on with. Basically meaning get in my own place. Getting my own place. I mean, I learned a long time ago that if you ain't got a pot to piss in, like my grandma say, if you ain't got a pot to piss in, don't be causing waves. Don't be causing waves. I mean, in my current situation, I can't sit there and be like, my name is Charlene. My name is Charlene. My name is Charlene. My name is Charlene. My name is Wilma. My name is Wilma. I can't be doing that BS and anything because that gets me nowhere. And like what I'm saying with this, like, being misgendered, why family edition, you have to pick your battles. You have to pick your battles. There's certain things that I just let slide right now. Let slide. Because I'm not on my own 2 feet. If I was on my own 2 feet, had my own place, could support myself without, like, having to ask anybody for, like, financial need if I need it or whatever, then I would tell these people, my name is Charlene. If you cannot call me Charlene, I'm not talking to you or whatever. Because I can't have you disrespecting me no more. And anything. See, for my situation, I'm buying my time, as they say. Buying my time. Buying my time. Because I am a patient individual. I've learned to, like, be patient. Be patient with, things that go on in my life and everything. For example, was staying with my stepfather who emotionally abused me and everything, and that video that I titled Dream Killers with him, I just buy my time and everything. Because back in the Wayback Machine, when my brother opened up his mouth and all that other stuff, and then all this other drama happened, it made my life live in hell. Because I am the oldest. I am the oldest out of all the siblings that I have. And there's 7 of us all together and everything. So with me being the oldest, I'm supposed to set the example and everything. So that means my stepfather was like on me, like right on rights and everything. It made my life a living hell and stuff. And so I, was like, okay, this is how I'm going to get away from this situation. Because there was no way for me to run. I couldn't run away. I mean, I couldn't tell, like, my grandma anything about what was going on. I just felt like, there's no one I could tell. So what I did is I prayed. I was like, Lord, you will see me through this. You will see me through this. Because there is a such thing as emotionally abused people. There is a such thing. It exists. When someone's constantly telling you, you will amount to nothing. You're no good. You're sorry. Your father is no good and he's sorry. After a while, if you hear that day in and day out, and then on top of that, you're antisocial type of stuff, you're gonna start to believe it. You will start to believe it. Because there's no freedom from it and anything. So I started to believe the mess and anything that, like I was no good, that I was never gonna amount to anything and stuff, and that, whatever I'm doing is not right. Like I'm just, like a walking disaster type of thing. I started to believe that shit. Excuse me. So I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, Lord, there's a way out of this. I know there's a way out of this and everything, but it's just going to take time. And for me, it was graduating from high school because I knew I was going to college, and then I knew I would be in a different environment. I wouldn't be around my stepfather like that, and I would be done with that drama and everything. But don't get me wrong. one day, like I said in the Dream Killers video, I'll put him in his place and everything. I'll put him right in his place. So what I'm saying with like, being misgendered by family members, if you dependent on certain family members, you just got to suck it up. I hate to say it, but sometimes you just have to suck some stuff up and just keep on moving and striving to where you want to go and everything. Because, like they say, you can't pick your family. You can't pick your family members. But as you get older and you have your own means of transportation, you have your own place to stay, and you can take care of yourself. Those three things. You can pick and choose who you want to be around you. You can pick and choose and anything. Because at that moment in time, you can control who sees you and anything. You can control it. Because I'm like this. Right now, I got the means of transportation and I have a job right now. But I don't have my own place right now and everything. Once I get that, then I can start making cuts to people that I've been wanting to cut for the longest and everything. Because I'm like this. I show good front. Meaning I go about my business of doing what I need to do to accomplish certain things. But deep down inside, I'm like, you know what? I love you, but I seriously can't stand you. I really can't stand you and anything. Now, through some of my other videos, to some of my followers who really follow me, you will know what I'm talking about and anything when I bring this up. Because I had a family member call me crazy 2 times so far. And last year and everything. And I think this year too. So maybe 2 or 3 times and anything. And I don't forget that shit. I will never forget that shit. Never, ever, ever. To the day I die, I will not forget that shit and anything. So best believe me, when I get my shit together, I'm making cuts. Straight up cuts and everything. Because I'm going to be the one controlling who's on my ship and everything. Because I am the captain of my ship. So to my trans sisters, you need to remember, and my trans brothers, you need to remember that you're the captain of your ship. You are. No one else is. No one else is. If you're able to get to that position where you can control, and I mean, we have to get to that point where we can control who, sees us and everything. Because if they're not respecting who you are and your identity, it's time to get them out of your life. I hate to say it. Sometimes you just have to do it and everything. And I'm on the verge of doing it and everything. Because next year, believe me, there will be some dramatic changes and everything. Because once I had that place of my own or whatever, and these certain family members try to call me up and be using that male pronoun and call me by my former name, I'm be like, look, this has gone on long enough and everything. This has gone on long enough. And I'm gonna be like, the reason why I haven't brought it up while I was staying under your house and everything is because I was staying under your roof, but I ain't staying under your roof no more. So I'm not gonna tolerate you disrespecting me anymore. It's not gonna happen. I'm gonna be like, if you can't call me by my name, Charlene, or if you can't meet me in the middle and call me Charlie, we has a problem. Because I'm gonna be like, I'm not gonna sit here and let you call me by that name no more and misgender me no more. I'm not gonna tolerate it. And the reason why I'm not gonna tolerate it is because I ain't staying under your house no more and anything. And I'm like this, you want me to respect you, you gotta respect me. Bottom line. That is the bottom line in this whole thing, talking about this, being misgendered. Why? Family edition. That's the whole thing. It's a whole thing about respect. And if there's, out of everything that I say on this video, it comes down to being respected. I mean, as they say, treat others as you would want them to treat you and anything. I mean, if you think you're gonna treat me any kind of way, you got the wrong notion right there. Because I'm gonna turn that shit around. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take time for me to turn this shit around. But eventually it's gonna be turned around, and then you're gonna be wondering what happened? What happened? What happened was during the time you was able to see me and everything like that, you decided that you was just gonna disrespect me and calling me he, him, sir, mister, and all that other BS and everything. When you clearly look at me and I don't look like that. But the other thing that come down to, you don't want to mourn the death of your nephew, your grandson, or etc., etc., as they say. You don't want to mourn the death and you hadn't moved on from that. My God. Hate that. Something, I don't know. Saliva, whatever. So, as I say, like, you don't want to mourn the death. So, I gotta be like, okay, they not coming around. Because I know there's certain family members who ain't never gonna come around. And I had one of my family members say right to my face that, they was like, I ain't never calling you Charlene. I ain't never doing it. And you know what I said in my mind? I was like, okay, you made that, you put that line on the sand. You did that and everything. Okay, I'm putting my line on the sand too. You ain't never gonna know me. You ain't never gonna know me. We ain't never gonna have a relationship. I mean, it's sad, it's tragic, or whatever, but that's the way it is gonna be and everything. Because at the end of the day, I'm not ashamed of who I am. I am proud. And I mean, I am proud that I am who I am. And I don't run away from my tea no more. Back in the day, I used to run away from my tea and, like, be ashamed that these are the cards that I've been dealt. But no, not anymore. I am confident in who I am, and I'm going to continue to be who I am. And then to bring up the religion part too and everything. Just to, sit there and say, oh, you're going to hell because you're this way and everything like that. You don't know where I'm going. And I'm talking to some of these family members right now. You don't know where I'm going. So when you throw that up into the mix, I'm going to stop you every time. I'm going to stop you every time, and I'm going to sit there and say, do you know where I'm going? And then if you say yes, I'm going to be like, no, you don't. And why are you judging me? Do you see me judging you? So you need to leave that alone and anything. You need to leave that alone because your ticket ain't punched neither. And so don't sit there and say, my ticket's punched to hell when you have no idea where I'm going and anything. Like I said, I remember I brought this up to a family member, what was it? A year ago or probably months ago. It was a while back or whatever. But basically what happened is they was getting on me because I changed my hairstyle. I tried out curly look for the first time and everything. And then they sit there and say well, when you go outside the house, people gonna laugh at you and anything. No one was laughing at me. No one was laughing at me and anything. Because reason why they weren't laughing at me is because they see female. They see female. And I don't even have makeup on right now. I have no makeup on. No makeup on. So, like I said in one of my previous videos, when I put that makeup on, it takes my look to a whole nother level. A whole nother level. And right now, it's just my natural beauty showing through and everything. And the reason for that is because I'm a confident woman. I am confident in who I am. And no one's going, and I mean, when I say that, no one's going to stop me from accomplishing my dreams. No one. Only I can stop me. It has taken me a long time to be confident in myself because I used to be depressed. I mean, there was days where I was like, you know what? Why bother? Why bother with this mess? Why bother? There was days where, I was contemplating, committing suicide, but I didn't. And the reason why I didn't is because I am a Sagittarius. I said this in another video. I'm a Sagittarius. I am a very optimistic person. I always believe the sun is going to shine brighter. And the sun is shining brighter for your girl and anything. Because, and like I said in all my recent videos, I'm getting ready to compete in my first women's physique competition and everything. Do you people realize, that wasn't a possibility to me. I can't even speak right now. That was not a possibility for me years ago and anything. Because I wasn't even looking like this. I wasn't even myself and anything. And now to be on the cusp of having that dream that I had become a reality. I am on cloud 9. And I mean, I'm busting my ass training and everything because I never gave up on myself. I mean, I might have had my down moments, but I never gave up on myself and anything. So, with these family members who, constantly misgendering you, to my followers and to my trans sisters and to my trans brothers out there, at the end of the day, you got to tell them to kick rocks. Kick rocks because at the end of the day, it's going to be their loss. It won't be your loss and everything. It will be their loss because they lost out on getting to know you as a person and everything because they couldn't get over themselves. And then they use that religion thing as a crutch to lean back on and everything. To like justify why they want to like, disrespect you and everything. Yeah, so at the end of the day, you know what? I'm be like, you know what? You can't change me. I can't change you. But one thing I can change is the people around me. And it will take time. It will take time for you to change the people around you. Just don't give up on yourself. Never give up on yourself. So, as always, with closing, please subscribe to your girl. Please subscribe to your girl because I'm doing big things in the year 2016. A lot more is coming. Now, I recently checked the number of videos that I have like putting up on like my YouTube channel and all my social media outlets. Is like this will be the 72nd video, and you know what? I can't believe like I made like 72 videos already and anything. And I started this probably like a summer ago, I think. Can't remember. It's been a minute and anything, but wow, I've been busy. I've been busy. Yeah, and I am a very opinionated person and everything. So that means like I have lots to talk about, lots to do and everything. So to my followers, my subscribers, and to my fans and to my supporters, please share this video. Please share this video because I noticed the majority of videos that I've put out there and everything, the ones where I talk about serious stuff, and like my girl Hope Giselle said, don't really be getting shared and anything. But if I'm shaking my ass or doing something like that, those are the ones that got more of the hits. And I guess it's because them guys watching them or whatever. I don't know. But there's another topic I'm going to talk about sooner than later. And it's not for little kids. Where I'll be talking about individuals on social media, especially you guys who be sending me dick pics and everything. I don't want to see that. I seriously don't want to see that and anything. And then I'm gonna tie that into basically trying to sexting me, and then also trying to call me and you don't know me from Adam. Now I've talked about the whole calling me through Messenger, through Facebook and everything, because like I said to one of my close friends, I've been having to block a whole lot of people lately. Because they think the world revolves around them. This goes to you guys out there, you foreigners, you guys who just just don't have no common sense. Y'all will be blocked. And like I said before, I won't miss you. I won't. I won't because I don't care. I don't care how you feel about me. I really don't care. So that goes out to y'all and everything. So with that being said, as always, y'all have a good day. Bye.